I have unread mail. Ah, whatever.
Step closer and don't mumble. Come back with some better stories.
I looted 2 pets. Damn. Oh, another one into the...
We need these jetpacks tested. Grab one and get in the air. Let me know how it handles. Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to sort it out. You in?
Hi, Arg. Or Agrelon, it's alright. I'm doing this. Apparently a PTR build's launching in the next like hour or two. So kind of just hanging out. And hopefully I get a mount while I wait. If I had to choose a spec of Hunter from PTR as they all stand right now, what would I play? I would probably play Dark Ranger MM everywhere, but tuning's about to happen in like 30 minutes. That might completely change my answer. Or this guy be in my car. Is DRMM looking that good? It's like 20 to 30% better than every other spec right now. But it's like OP overtuned. Like it's not gonna go live that way at all, and I'd be really surprised if it went live even half as strong as it is right now. It's just doing like double everyone's damage. Like, you know how Enhancement Shaman was OP in season 1? Imagine that, but like 20% better. That's what it is right now on PTR for MM. So it's not gonna stay that way. Like in keys, I'm doing like 10 to 15 million overalls, and the best I've seen anyone else do was also 10. And that was like, I don't know. You're reading most of Survival? Playstyle wise, I'm a huge fan of Survival, and I hope it goes live anywhere near as strong as it is right now. That's the spec I'm most interested in trying to play. I hope it has a season of being good again. The thing is like with way tuning is right now, BM is like 30% better than Survival, and then MM is like 50% better, maybe more. So the thing is yeah, so like tuning doesn't matter though. Like we'll see how it all ends up being in 2 months, because things flip entirely. I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea and make them think like this is how it's gonna come live. Dang. Nothing again. I done this yet? No. But I also shouldn't until what's it called? Darkmoon Fair. Yo. So Clark. Is the increased mount drop just for now? Or for good? It's just for the month. It's for the event that's happening. It's called Collector's Bounty. You can see it on your map. Or on your calendar. Is it gonna come back again, I think? Maybe like every year, but like as of right now, they said no. The question, if you were new to Hunter and would like to climb or be effective as possible with Mythic Plus, like 10 and onwards, what would I choose? Well, pet wise, honestly, you want all of them. Like you want many pets. They're very important. To have different ones for different utilities. So I have like a whole spreadsheet for BM and survival. Right now, if I was going live, like today and trying to pug keys, I'd probably play MM in every key. Yep, no problem. Your token appreciation, keep up the good work. Yeah, I like trying to spread positivity in the Hunter community when possible.
Come on, chop chop. We're getting paid commission, not hourly.
I didn't watch any of the retesting yet. How does the rate stack up? The specs being better than others? Again, if anything that you've seen so far, if you were to watch any PTR testing, is not how it'll go live at all. I do have retesting on all the hard bosses. I was top as all 3 specs. I did some as survival, I did some as BM and some as MM, and I was topping each of the fights on every spec. So it's kind of like Hunter's in like a very, very, very OP spot, and like it's gonna get heavily tuned though. How does it stack up? Like standing still, melee over range. One of the fights has, so the 4th boss has a mechanic where once he hits 25%, one wall in the room just becomes like a black hole, and it constantly sucks you for the rest of the fight, and it gets stronger every like, I don't know, like 10 seconds or something, some time frame. And that fight seems very good for BM because you'll have a really good last phase. Just for that. And then the second to last boss is like half 2 target, and so MM with aspect of the Hydra is very good on that boss. And then there's a 3 target fight, which I was topping as all the specs. So I'm unsure what's going to be really good there. But otherwise, the movement feels very fair. And so if I had to guess, I'd play MM everywhere. I might play BM on the one fight where there's that suck. It's the 4th boss. And I was also leaning BM for the 3 target boss. Even though MM's going to do more damage on that fight, I was thinking that there's a lot of movement on that fight. And so I was thinking of probably parking as BM, but we'll see. It depends how the tuning works out. Like, if it's not too much of a loss, I'd probably be BM on that one. And the first 3 don't matter. You can play any. They're very chill. And then I think I'm done with goblins for now. We're gonna go do other stuff. And the last boss, I'm unsure of entirely. The last boss has a lot of different potentials. That'll be played. Seems like medium movement though. You're gonna play serve, I think. Hopefully it's not extremely behind. Right now they're all very similar. So, well, it's honestly whatever Blizzard doesn't nerf will be OP. And if they nerf all 3, then nah, we'll just be mid probably. What hero spec talent? Do I have a guide? I don't have a guide, but the answer is you play both. Dark Rangers raid for sure. And in keys, you can kind of pick if you want more of like a raid profile. We have like a lot of single target, or if you want to play Sentinel, which has more AoE, but they're both good in keys. Like you'll see people doing the highest keys as both. But raid, it's always Dark Ranger. Let's hope I get him out from ZG today. There's some out farming. We're still at 0, but we're still chugging along. Are the new dungeons coming out for PTR? They should be coming out today. You got the non-flying off in Firelands? Hell yeah. I like that one a lot. That's the Flame Talon of Elisphazar, I think. Yeah, it's right here. That's one of my favorites. It's in my favorite list. I like this one a lot. You burnt out though? We're going out all day? Nice. I've been I like just started. You feel that I'm gonna get a couple today? Have I seen anyone get the Sylvanas mount drop yet? 2 of my friends have it, yeah. They recently got it yesterday. Hello, sir. Are you still free the time we discussed last night? Yeah, Marsh, you should check the channel. I responded in there. Oh, you watch commercials this time? Nice. But yeah, we're I'm waiting for PTR servers. The thing is like servers are supposed to be up like probably earlier than they are coming up. So hopefully we can get our dungeons done before 9. I guess we don't have to do them all today. I've been down to do like 1 or 2 tomorrow. You push back if needed. It depends, but yeah, might be useful. It just depends when they come up, because it's 4 dungeons. It's dungeons we already know. So it's Dawnbreaker, Arakara, Bloodgate, and Priory. So it's 4 of them. So that should be like 2 hours worth of content. They're all like 30-minute to 20-minute dungeons. But if they launch it at like 7, then it's gonna be really tight. You're curious where they move bubbles to? Yeah, that'll be interesting. As long as it's not after Swamp Face, that's good. Or before Swamp Face. Like, it just can't be associated with Swamp Face. My cook was that it should be right here. It should be this pull. This should be bubbles. Or this pull. Either one. And there should be this pull like over here. Like this pack can kind of move in over here or something. There just needs to be a breather pull. Because if you get out of Swamp Phase, you have no defensives, you're just going to die to bubbles. That's why everyone skips it. It's also inefficient for count, but like you just can't live it. Alright, for 100 be nerfed. Yeah, I'm sad, but I think all 3 specs weren't a nerf merch. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. You're not great at serve, but BM and MM are like both top 5. I think serve's right up there with them. Having healed this season, having bubbles right before the last boss. Thank no amount. Yeah, it's actually awful. The location. Like bubbles itself isn't even that bad. But you're saying not before the last boss though? I don't know. I always feel like the last boss is very... You're already doing the double jump starters. Like right now. Like you're already... The way we always do that last boss is like... You go in here, you press every defensive to live these 2. And then you are like really empty on the boss. I feel like it's still kind of the same thing. They just need to make it so bubbles isn't skippable. If it's not skippable, people will kill it. Maybe skip the last 2? Yeah. It depends how you do it. But I mean... Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't like it when like Blizzard makes a really hard pack and then people just decide to skip it somehow. I feel like too many skips in a dungeon is annoying. I don't mind 1 per dungeon if there's like 1 thing that people decide to skip. Like I don't mind these guys too much. And Cinderbrew. It's just like, oh, let's skip these 1 guys. That's cool. Or like Rookery, people do like the parasol thing. I think that's fine. I just don't like when like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna skip this dude. We're gonna skip bubbles. We're gonna skip these guys. I think melee might be really good for Fractilis Smarsh. The Tetris boss. It seems very... potentially very good, at least. I think you want like 8 range. Unless I'm misunderstanding how the range mechanics work. I think we're going to an alt and we're gonna do all the raids again. You're thinking 6? Do you want 6 range? Is that... I feel like melee can't get the big circles. Yeah, that means I have to play survival in that fight then, right? That's kind of what I was leaning towards. Also, melee can move around the boss really fast on Factilis, so like I could see it being cheese with like only bringing the like perfect number of melee. I thought it was 8, but if it's 6 and it's 6, and you would move out in a way where it's like one here, like you make like a hexagon around the safe spot, and then you all move back in after, because it's wall breaks, and then it's clears, or it's like place walls, and then it's clears, and then it's circles and spreads. And if you can just do the hexagon spread and then remove back, then you're good. How many mounts did I drop yet? I have none so far, but we're gonna go through them all. Hopefully we get something. Personally, you either remove True Sight and make invis spots on a separate CD from damage potions, or they need to pay more attention to mobs. People meld and nerf them accordingly. Yeah. There's some dungeons where like the hard mob spawns something. You know what I mean? I think they need, if they're gonna make a hard mob, they need to do that approach. But I think of dungeons where that played out well. Dungeons where that didn't play out well was King's Rest. If you guys played back then, you needed to kill Shadow Azul before the last boss, and that guy was just the most demonic mob in the world. I think of where that was like good. I don't mind it in Dawnbreaker. Like you have to kill the 3 mini bosses for the second boss. I feel like they're pretty hard. They're getting easier with the rework, hopefully. Harry also does a decent job making kill the mini bosses. And you have to kill that mini boss at the end, the like really hard undead one. If you could skip that guy, he would be like 10 times harder because they would have never tuned him. I think they'll nerf casting mobs this season. They already did. I think they're not documented in that Wowhead post, but all the casts got slightly longer in Dawnbreaker and Arakara. And the ones in Arakara like respect the same spell lockout, whereas before they didn't. So sometimes you would kick them and they go straight to the other cast. And so it was better like stop them. But now it's like more, it's better to kick them again, which was kind of annoying. But the Dawnbreaker cast all got fixed a lot, and then the Tank Busters got fixed in there. And so I think the Trash in Dawnbreaker is going to be a lot more fun this time, because you can maybe do some giant pulls, whereas before you were limited by like 2 packs most. And I don't know if they changed the priority stuff, but they specifically want you to go right side priority where there's no chain casters. Nothing.
My soul feeds Jindo.
Fireball, smite, lightning bolt, or just in some way. Yeah, I really don't like that mechanic. I wish my ideal way, if they really want caster mobs in dungeons, is 6 seconds in between so that 2 melees can lock one down. Like, that's all that you should need. So like, if you really wanted to pull a caster, 2 melees can lock it down. Right now you need 3 or 2 in like CCs, and I think that's too many. But if there's 6 seconds in between, then we need I think 2 melee should be like sufficient to permanently lock one down. So like, let's say you pull 3 in, you would have like, and you have 4 melee or something, then you can permanently lock 2, and you could pull a third that would like maybe cast, which I think would be fine at that point if there's nothing else happening. But it could still like be managed at that point. Yeah, I'm a big I don't really like spam casts. Or archers. They're kind of the same to me. I'm more okay with archers, but they just need more time in between their casts. The priority archers are actually probably the best ones they have. I just don't like Impale, but Impale is getting heavily nerfed. Oh, I got the Panther. This is my first mount in the event. Alright, we're 1 deep.
Now you will feel
That's the wrong section. That's right here. Bang. Alright, I have to kill this guy again. I just have to kill the raptor guy every time. Nice. That's awesome. That was your first one as well? Dang, this wasn't relief for you? Yeah, I need to get that one. Maybe I go there next. Yeah, I want to show you guys a cool DH skip. It's after Blood Queen. I don't know if everyone already knows this or not, but it's cool. You get to skip to Cindergosa. Master Collector is insanely good. Yeah, I have that. I just have it turned off. Is there a way to hide it when you're not using it? Here, wait. I just didn't like how it was like. It felt kind of intrusive when I was like doing things that weren't this. So I got this cook on spam casting mobs. What if the spells just hit for a percentage of your max health? So instead of kicking it, it's soon for the healer to deal with. It skills with you. Gives healer something to heal, and you can kick the AoE volley type spells instead or something. The one problem with that is, yes, it's good, but I think it makes it too easy, in my opinion. So like, the problem there is the casters aren't scaling with key level anymore, which means that you would always pull them. You know what I mean? Because let's say you're going into Priory. And it might be like multiple key levels to just pull every caster over here. And if it's just doing percentage of health, then it wouldn't scale with key level. And so it's way better than fighting like footmen that like their auto attack skill on the tank, and sharpshooters and lynxes. Like, you would never pull those, and you would somehow cook in like every possible cast. I think they'd be too easy. Because if every other mob is scaling with it, then you would have some imbalance at some point.
You have found your way here because you are among the few.
I do think it fixes the problem of spam casters being hard though.
World cursed with blindness. What is the plan of the master's plan? Your end is inevitable.
Oh mate, MM need haste, or Sim says you don't need, but Raider IOs have like 5 to 6k haste. They only have that much haste because so one thing is your tier already has haste on it. I've gotten rid of all the possible haste that I could have on my gear except the tier pieces, and I still have like, I think it's 5% haste. That's what my character plays at. For like optimal damage. And so you just need some haste there, and then a lot of people wear Jaster's Diamond, which also has haste on it, and so you're just gonna have like some haste baseline. You want as little as possible though. Like any haste that you put on your character is actively a worse trade-off than getting crit or mastery, or even verse. At least as long as you're playing Sentinel. At least it's a little complicated if you're playing Dark Ranger, because then it flips. So I don't know if you're watching Dark Ranger people or not, but
Fire up the engines. We got a meeting with destiny, lads. Hold on to your hats. What in the world is that? Grab me spyglass.
just thinking it helps with the gaps at lower key levels where people don't kick and it's actually harder to heal than a 16. Yeah.
Evasive action! Man the guns!
I need more men.
Coward don't pay a thing for you, scoundrels. Onward, brothers and sisters! This is not your...
The problem is like,
You won't be taking this...
I don't know. I think keys will always just be harder to heal at a lower level just for that reason. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to like,
Score to settle with Arthas. And you're not...
it's just it's an age old problem where like avoidable damage and unavoidable damage, healers are designed to only really deal with the unavoidable damage. Like at least that's what they're tuned for. But anytime you add in avoidable damage, things just get like impossible. Like you just can't actually time a 15 if any of those casts go off. So it's really awkward. I don't know if there's a solution that makes the game better
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Let's get a move on
Greetings, sir.
that I've heard yet.
For every alliance dog that fell, the Lich King's armies grew. Even now, the Valkyrie work to raise your fallen. As Scourge, things are about to get much worse. Come, taste the power that the Lich King has bestowed upon me.
A lone orc against the might of the Alliance? Charge!
By the might of East.
Look, we got piss colored transmog from the Hellshard things. Yeah, it's a little rough. I think I like it slightly better than the last recolor, but I think that set in general is just, that's not the hunter set.
The light. The transporter worked.
Like the OG was a good one, but I think it was just like, I don't know. I keep thinking it's nostalgia.
That was Sourfang's boy, the Horde commander at the Wrath Gate. Such a tragic end.
I need to get closer.
What in the... There in the distance. No! You killed Stinky!
It is too far away.
Soldiers, fall in! Looks like the Horde are coming to take another shot!
Hi, Sarcasm.
Watch out, because
Doing well. How are you?
that's no ordinary gas
I need to
cloud.
target something first.
My only son. Nothing will keep me from him. Hey,
I don't have a target.
get back on your ship and we'll spare your life.
Vestergut, you were always my favorite. Next to Hotface.
I don't know. Personally, I would love cast and AoE incoming damage and keys to be percentage of your health total. But the key scaling is just mob health and melee hits. Helps prevent the defensive one shots on scaling. Since AoE could hit you for 110%, so you need at least 10% DR. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing for a while and there's always been like so many cooks. And as much as people shit on Blizzard, like they have some very smart designers. And like, I don't know. I know they're trying to cook as best they can.
Forget this kindness. I thank you, Highness.
Dang. Did I play a lot on this DH? Not really.
I was not at the battle, but the soldiers who survived told me much of it.
I can't attack that target.
Your son fought
I
with
need
honor.
to
I've played it before, but not really.
He deserves a hero's burial.
The only class I would say I actually play is just Hunter. Like I have a lot of characters that I've gotten like title on or like cutting edge, but I would say like I don't actually like know them well enough to say like I don't know, I wouldn't give advice for any spec that I play other than Hunter.
Nothing, Your Majesty.
But I've played everything to like a okay level
Proud of my kid.
at this point. You got some sick new tech today you found for Tazavesh season 3? Nice. What are you cooking? Can you test it out a little bit more?
Defeated so easily. The Sand Lane are the Lich
Sick.
King's immortal soldiers.
I think like all the hunter sets have been asked realistically. There's like 4 or 5 tiers that look dope. The rest is horrible. Yeah,
Rise up, brother.
I think I have like 3 sets on my hunter that I actually like that are like male, and then all the other sets I wear on my hunter are like not hunter sets. You know what I mean? Like they're like universal trading post mogs or something. For sure, they're just like every other business, understaffed, never tasked. You appreciate what they're doing. Maybe one day the execs will learn. Yeah. Unfortunate. Alright, chat. This is the cool thing. Wait, watch this. This is what I was gonna recommend. Here, so you fly into this window, and you can fly straight to Tindergosa. And you get to skip the whole gauntlet, and you get to skip by all the running. That's good tech. If you're ever running this place, you're invincible. I do it on Evoker? Yeah, probably. The one thing is DH. Yeah, you could definitely do it on Evoker.
I need to get closer.
You are fools to have come to this place.
Like the Mythic Nighthold Hunter set. The Legion sets are decent.
Consume your souls.
I really like, I use like, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I use the one in my chat cover a lot, and then I use a PvP mog from Dragonflight a lot. Those are like the 2 mogs that I like swap between the most. And then I have a lot of random sets that I'll wear, but those are my 2 favorite.
Step closer and don't mumble.
Maybe my Demon Hunter is a good luck charm because this is where I got the Panther.
Not everything in the ocean is as good looking or nice.
Here's the Hunter armor designer. You found a spot where the robot boss, so the blue balls go in the same direction instead of randomly. The male boss? It should be easy to pick up the orbs. Interesting. Need to do more testing with your idea though, the 3 boss encounter. Oh. Did you play in Shadowlands? The way people used to do that fight is they used to tank in the corner and they would leave it all over there and then all the mechanics would basically get cheesed. You tank it in like if you're facing the 3 boss room, it's like the front left room of the room. You can probably go watch my VODs from Tazavesh and you can probably see exactly how I used to do it. I might have done it whenever I posted. I didn't do as much YouTube back then though. YouTube's more of like this expansion. Or at the end of Dragonfly, I kind of started going harder on it. But I like would loosely post before then. Is BR viable in Giga High AoE dungeons and high keys or not really? Oh, you mean Dark Ranger? Yes. It really depends on your comp. So I have a command that kind of explains this pretty well. But what I would recommend is if you have a comp that's very AoE focused, you can still do high keys as Dark Ranger, like even like Priory, Cinder Brews, that kind of stuff, because there's still value. Like, you know, that first pull of Cinder Brew, the rest of Cinder Brew will be slower if you're Dark Ranger, but sometimes all you need to do if you're doing this triple muscle pull is you just need to kill a muscle fast, and then you just time the key. And so Dark Ranger is good for like something like that, you know. I do prefer Sentinel in here, especially with the comp I play with, because they're lacking like mass AoE, but there's still value in it. The PvP set for next season looks nice in the green. I don't think I've seen next season's mogs, to be honest. Actually, no, I think I did, but I don't remember them at all. Minchi, what do you say about if you get this mount this week, you take me to Mythic raid so I can buy House of Guard from the vendor? That's not like I'm not in a position to do that. I can't just convince my entire guild to carry someone for raid loot. If you can get every single person in my guild to also agree, then I'd be down. I don't really care. I just raid for fun. I just need to hunters need to change and whoever sends the armor, it's been bad for a while. Yeah, I think we need more. I don't know. I feel like there's what is hunter fantasy? Like I feel like all the mogs like aren't what I expect a hunter fantasy to look like. I can get every single person in my key to help with the key. I mean, also, yeah, I just like gaming. I don't mind. I've done sales before. And just be like that. No mount. Here's also nice private funnel in the hobgobs. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good in there. It's just not. I'm not sold it's faster. It just depends on your comp. Like, yeah. Gold challenge mock transmog is what does it for me. I didn't play back then, so I missed that and the weapon from WoD. But I think those kind of flow together pretty well. Under the patch. This isn't a panda. I do need to do the mop pre-patch thing. I have all month to do that, right? In hack. Till the 21st. Okay. What do I think about survival if it mostly stays the same on PTR? It's gonna be sick. I think the playstyle is really awesome. It feels very satisfying to play and does good damn. So big fan. Tuning's gonna happen in like an hour or so. So we'll see. We'll see what they do, if they do anything. Ropey shoulders are my guilty pleasure. I'll do with pets. Yeah, I think I got the hearth bug. So what's optimal way to farm ICC? Probably what I just did is the second most optimal way. There's a way to do it with like you clear all of it but the last boss. Oh, and inviting alts and this didn't work. Oh, well that's supposed to be more efficient. I just like clearing the whole thing. Feels when I heard about that other strat, it felt a little cheap to do, so I didn't want to do it. Dang, now my heart's on cooldown. Anything to do with my garrison? I guess I could do Blackrock Foundry. Oh, I don't have a hurt garrison on this character. Alright, we'll have to wait. I think I'm gonna do Anixia. You had 2 all and they both got saved. Dang. Under the 10? Yeah, I didn't want to wait. What the heck? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? Like I gotta go. I'm zooming. So I know if Nox has focused Stormbolt. You can. Yeah. I don't know if he does specifically, but that's what a lot of people do. Whenever I had on my rogue, I have 2 binds. I have kidney my target and kidney focus. And then same with cheap shot. They're actually the same bind, but I have a command or a macro where if I hit control and hit that button, it just hits the focus instead. So yeah. I'm sure you can do the same exact thing with Stormbolt. You said 5 hours of shot call rehearsing? That's crazy. The shoulders from tier 17, Blackrock Foundry Heroic are my favorite shoulders for Hunter Mog. Now let's look at those. See if I know which ones you're talking about. Also, there's so many Mogs now. I just hit Dragonflight and we're like halfway down the bar. Legion, Draenor. Wait, you said heroic. Ooh. They have like, are those wolves? Wolf head. Something about this belt always put me off. I like the shoulders though. Those do look nice. Alright, is it Anixia though? With a mix of ICC and tier 6 set? What mounts do I want to get? All of these, so Well, ignore narrow bar, I guess. It's just there reminding me that I never got it last patch. But Onyxia, I want Ashes of Alar. I want all 3 from Dragon Soul, Blackrock Foundry one, and then I kind of want the Legion ones, but I'll get those in remix. So not too worried about that. And then Gmod. The add-on to this. Your Warlock has 2 ashes in the bank. It's all good, and heck, you can't taunt me. I'm gonna get ashes some point in this event for sure. Up impulse. Dang, no mount. Alright, we go to Dragon Soul. I feel like my fastest right there is just to fly there. How you doing, Impulse? Maybe bring your Warlock? I'm down. Does that add on the CPU? I don't know. Let me look. 14% CPU, and it's all from Weakars. Oh, looks pretty small. Whatever it is, it's less than Plittering Details. You'll park it outside TK. You have it online and hack. All the things is nice when it eats 20-30%, it sucks. Yeah. Warlock is Horde? That doesn't matter anymore. You're living in the past. Going on right now? I'd log over and do it with my do it with you on my shaman. My shaman's parked outside. Going on right meow. Hi, trying to play survival in 7-18. Feel like you have 0 AoE but really good mono. Is that normal? Yeah, that's normal. You're playing pack leader with Mongoose Spice talents, which specifically makes you really good at single target damage but lose your AoE. So you're just playing the build that you're playing, and it's kind of normal for that build. I play Sentinel for more AoE, but I trade off all the single target that you have. So lock hack. Is there ever a reason to run Mongoose with Sentinel? No, just because you actually do more with Raptor is the problem with Sentinel, because it's worth to hit so many other buttons that Mongoose is actually just a damage loss on single target normally. Yeah, you don't really get to stack it, so it's a little rough. The first hit of Raptor is better than Mongoose Bite until you have, I think, 2 stacks. I forget exactly how it's tuned, but all right, Anhack, we can run it together.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Here, Anhack, I'm gonna clear the way for you. There's a time where the new PTR patch comes out. No, honestly, we might just like miss it. I don't know. I have to go at 9, and so if the PTR doesn't come out soonish, like I might only get like 1 run, you know, or something. With PL Butchery or Flanking Strike, you definitely play flanking if you're playing PL. It's just you're just gonna do low AoE ish. It's not terrible AoE. It's just you're doing a lot more single target. You're like trading off there. But if you play Sentinel, you'll just do more AoE. You just lose all that single target. I will say, regardless of what you play, Survival's just undertuned right now. And so it's just going to be low dungeon damage. Next patch, it looks a lot better, though. You brought in a Larf. Good luck. Wait, you brought that just so when the boss dies, you can trade it to me. But it'll go in the bottom of the trade. If there's more SS mage, you can Sentinel. Yeah, it's kind of the same as, so I recommend this for MM. Whereas Dark Ranger is basically pack leader, and then Sentinel is the same for both. That's basically the same thing. Like I would say the pack leader's like single target prio, and then like Sentinel's more AoE. The problem is like it's just low AoE. Like you're not doing that much more AoE as Sentinel, you're just doing more. I would still, I don't know. I feel like every time if you're like optimizing, I feel like you kind of want to play pack leader more regardless. Is it more efficient to group up for these mounts? If one person already has the mount, then yes. Because like let's say you did this raid lick with 20 people who don't care about the mount, odds are one of them is going to get one because it's a 5%, right? It's 20 rolls at that. That's expected. And if you did that 5 times, it's like a 99% chance that someone would have looted one by then. And Anhack already has this one. He's just coming for fun.
My people are addicted to it.
Whoa, Kelos is dying. He's at 1 health. You guys can't see it. It's behind my heart rate.
Welcome to the future. The pity you are too late to stop it. No one can stop me now.
And then you can trade it too, Lick, depending on the mount. Some mounts you can't trade.
Let us see how your nerves hold up against the darkener.
Prepare yourselves!
That's a cool pet name. What does it mean? Do you know? Is anyone fluent? I guess it doesn't translate to anything. It's probably just like gibberish regardless.
See to it that your stay here is a short one.
The Sindorai reign supreme.
You've done ICC 8 times. You good for today? Yeah. I can't wait to get some and cross them off my list because I'm just going through the game at this point. How do you heal Val? Well, first you don't need to kill Val. But if you wanted it for like Mogs or something, you can play a Spirit Beast BM for Hunter. And you can Spirit Mend it. That's how I always get around it. What? And Hack got a legendary. Wait, I got a legendary. Hey, look at mounts. I got one from Zul'Gurub so far. Now I need to get the Raptor. I got the Panther. Simple just reminded me I need to get a belt on all my characters at some point. And Hex role playing. I don't know how to role play. I'm just very supportive. Oh, you got ads, Remy? Basically, what I posted with Scent versus DR, it's the same debacle for MM. You have the same thing. I would say yes, you're right. Pack leader's more single target and prio, and so you play it if you like don't have a mage, basically. And then I play Sentinel otherwise. The thing is like the AoE you gain from playing Sentinel is very, very marginal. I feel like you would probably want to just play pack leader regardless in all keys. I feel like it's just probably safer, like damage profile wise. But you are correct. That is a trade-off that you can make, and that's usually the one I would make.
Not come this far to be stopped. The future I have planned will not be jeopardized. Now you will taste true power.
All right, mount in like 20. Surely me and Nhack both loot it, and then he gets a third for his bank. You can't health funnel a full HP pet. I think it's normal. I think they made it so you can't anymore. All right, did I get them out? I didn't. Did you get them out? You're looting one item at a time. Got 3 cloaks. Damn. Unfortunate. Yeah, but you can put your ashes in my trade window still. So I could see it. Nice. Unfortunate. Alright, back to Dornegal. I have ashes vicariously. Yeah, we did the trade. It's there. Thanks for the shot and hack. Now we're going back to Anixia. Anixia's a quick one. I like doing that one. Only one mount in the game? What is that? Phoenix mounts? That's from doing all the challenge modes? Nice. I got recolors of that from Remix. Is it this one? Yeah, we got this recolor. Honestly, this recolor is kind of sick. Crimson and Ashen were the ones you actually earned. You only got to buy one. Oh, like per character or something? So you had to do it 4 times? Oh, damn. But that's kind of crazy. That's kind of fun, actually. Honestly, Shaman's kind of good at running stuff. I'm liking this so far. I'm gonna heal this guy to death. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, mount. Oh, I got it. Nice. Hell yeah. I love crossing off a raid. That feels so good. All I needed was log hack. Yeah, which one is that? That's the Onyxian Drake. Um, hey, this looks like an Ixia. Like smaller. Let's see other people get mounted. That was my second one so far from the event. Today's a good day. Maybe Lick was right. Maybe I'm actually getting like all of them. Congrats. Thanks, Walks. I don't know when PTR is gonna drop. I mean, their workday ends at 5 Pacific, so 8 Eastern. So they have an hour 20 before they might just not ship it today, but I feel like they would regardless. I'm gonna just quest in so it's not my way. Got Baron Rivendare after 9 attempts. Nice. I'm gonna go do ZG. You have 700 attempts. And heck, you just gotta go. You gotta get it's higher odds. You just gotta go slam that thing. You'd probably get it in like 10. It's a 5% chance right now. My Riven Dare was pretty early compared to some people. It was like around 100. You started WoW in late 2023, so you really have no idea what mounts are valuable or rare. Basically everything that's like, I don't know, you like on sale this month, they're all pretty rare. Like at least in their time. Like I'm missing Invincible from Lich King. That was a mount that was just like very rare, and the one I just got was also pretty rare. But you know, as time goes on, like there's some that like oh wait, there's like a thing in here, isn't there? Yeah. Like this was like the OG a rare mount, you know? Like there's also some in ZG that were also very rare. But like if you saw someone with this, you were like, that guy's awesome. Like this guy right here. This guy's awesome. It's Leroy Jenkins. But nowadays it's been out for so long that like so many people have it, so it's like devalued at some point. Invincible was like a classic rare mount, but again, it's also one of the ones where like it's like infamous, right? So many people have it. People who ride the ZG Tiger are cool. Yeah, I don't have the I mean, like almost no one has the old one. There's some that have been removed from the game. Those are like the Giga Rare ones that you can't get anymore at all. Like this dungeon used to be a raid, and the boss over here used to drop a really cool tiger. You can get it from the black market auction house still, but it's safe to assume that like they were just gone. There's a setter add-on I could use. I'm using this add-on. This add-on's pretty good, and you can like customize it to only work for like dungeons and raids. That's what I set it to. So I have one dungeon I need to mount from right now, and then I have all these raids. And then oh yeah, simple armory, the website, very useful. Here, I'll link you mine. But at the top right, you just sign in with a let's post this. You just sign in with your armory link, and it'll tell you what you're missing from what expansion, the odds, stuff like that. All right, we need this mount too, to Raptor. Darn.
My soul feeds Jindo.
What is right where it is? You can't keep making alts, yeah. You just keep going more and more. And he drops. We have 2 mounts so far. We got Anixia, and then we got 1 ZG mount. We got the Panther. Yeah, we just got this guy. And Nixie and Drake. I think I'm gonna go do an Invincible run again. Actually, I'm gonna change pace. I'm gonna do Dragon's Soul. Got 3 so far. Nice. Thanks for the help. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I went the wrong way. I was like auto walking. Blazing Drake, ZG Raptor, and Fire Warhorse. I really want the Blazing Drake because it's gonna give me another mount too. It gives me this one. It's the last one I need for this combo. And I got 2 numbers at once. I'm hyped for this event because I have a lot of mounts that I've just been extremely unlucky for. But I still have hundreds of attempts, so it still feels pretty good to get them. You don't need one more? Oh yeah. All right, Heroic 25, here we go. You got the ZG Raptor and Blazing Drake back to back. Oh yeah. You get so much loot. This is insane.
Advance, Twilight's hammer is retreating.
You like how mounts? Yeah, we're two in. We're two in. We got Panther from ZG, and then we got Anixia.
Come back with
The guild achievement spam. Yeah, all my alts like haven't done these raids. I usually just do them on my hunter and like select alts. So you're just getting a bunch of achievements. Anixia and Drake, is that the one? Yeah, that was the one I just recently got. Rukmar and Draenor. Rukmar is yeah, Rukmar isn't included. It's just dungeons and raids. I need Rukmar, but I'm not strong enough mentally to farm that. Too low. He is? He's on the list? Wait, really? Wait. I need to look at the list. This is crazy. If Rukmar is actually on it, then that's insane. Oh, Mr. Casual? Well, that's a 1 in 500. That's like what, 2,500 attempts? How many weeks is that? For like guaranteed? You're lying? I think it's only dungeons and raids. There could be an exception somewhere, but
The flow of darkness abates. It seems you truly are the heroes of legend. The aspects have already gathered.
yeah, I really want Gmod. That's one I'm gonna
Go now.
put off for a little bit later. I'm doing like the older ones first, and then probably cycling back to that one before the week's over. Hey, sorry to bother you during your chill mount farming. I'm trying to lock in your 16 Brazil and turning over DR versus Scent from a pug angle. I would say it's comp based. I would say generally Sentinel is better in Priory, like almost every time. I would say Sentinel's the safe pick. I think there's like a rare case where Dark Ranger might be potentially better.
Then truly we are lost.
Not necessarily.
Dark Ranger's a BMH, yeah. Did you ever consider applying to rank 1 chasing guild?
Might work.
No, I don't think I'd ever apply. That sounds
Within the eye of eternity.
like a lot.
Allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the dragon soul.
That's like a you try it once thing if they want you. Has a 3% drop rate to be 8%? I believe so, yeah. If you aspect to the Hydra and volley to both shots, yes. Both shots do it.
Don't dream just yet, little pups. We'll cleanse this world of your kind. You'll not leave this place.
Get the swift answer? Yeah, no problem. Sentinel might feel worse sometimes because it's a little more RNG, but by the end of the key, it'll even out to be better.
You pups don't stand a chance. Flee now while you can.
Yeah, Faxi, that's really strong. Hydra shot volley, like shooting 4? Yes. Hydra is very, very, very good. I think people undervalue it a bit.
Not entirely unexpected.
Is it Blazing's gonna drop this run? Hell yeah. We need 3 in here. We need 1 from this dude. And then
Ritual will take
2 from Deathwing.
it requires a very peace about
They both from him? Yeah.
we will be weakened greatly.
And this guy has 1.
Heroes, this burden falls to you once again.
It's kind of cute. Is this him? Is this Ultraxian before he got corrupted?
Forces, while we imbue the dragon's soul with the power.
And then this one's just beautiful. I really like this dragon. The horns and stuff. Very cute. I have the one from the achievement from this place, but
Loktar, friend. What is it?
there's weird because it's really good single, but also really good Giga. Yeah. I did a Cinder Brew with like AoE talent DR. And I was trying to like decipher between like comparing multiple logs of it. That was when we were doing MDI practice. I couldn't decide if I actually like Sentinel or like AoE DR. I hate AoE DR in like every key, but I was considering it for just Cinder Brew, just because it does more overall for sure. But I was like hard debating on if it was faster in there.
No longer. Bring them down.
I find it's a heroic one. That's what you have in Mop.
I see you have a part to play in this.
I dream and will trembles.
AoE DR mess up your core rotation. It does. That's why Sentinel is pretty much the like. If you're using explosive shot at all, like you should just play Sentinel.
Time will pass. The dream is eternal.
Something about you seems familiar. You seem troubled.
I need a target.
Mere wealth, experiments, a means to a greater end. You will see what the research of my clutch has yielded. Nefarian, Onyxia, Sinestra, they were nothing. Now you face my ultimate creation.
Tell me.
The hour of twilight is nigh. The sun sets on your
At this time, it's been Blizzard only did heroic counts off last boss of the last year. The Invincible, Lifefinder, and then Korkron.
Since a great disturbance
Meanwhile, when they started doing it more tiers, and Blackhand got his and Archimond.
burns
Thinking about this one?
the beginning of the end.
Heidi and the first Will Cinderbrew getting AoE DR. This was before Turbo Boost, but I was like peaking like 40 mil, but then it kind of tapers off to like 30 mil by the end. You can kind of get similar numbers playing BM as well, but I didn't like how squishy BM was. But both of them were like potential options I was weighing for that dungeon. All right, here we go. Not there.
It is done. Our power now
Unfortunate.
resides within the dragon soul. Our fate lies with you, Earthwarder.
Teresa, Cairn,
You thinking about the next one? I think the next one is the one that I want for the Emerald Drake.
I will
Blazing.
not fail this world.
Do you have any close to me playing AOEDR?
Welcome aboard the Skyfighter. You
Maybe one. Not that I know of. I think I didn't make any clips for sure. I think someone might have clipped me.
100%.
But some of our MDI testing was offline. Oh wait, actually I should probably use the tier tokens. Probably need this. Do I? All right.
It's not tragic to die. Go ahead, fool. Everything depends on our speed.
I think we got him was like 45 mil.
Get away.
Or like precise debt. Was that post or pre turbo boost? If I had to guess, that's probably the same.
Our engines are damaged. We're sitting
Pre?
ducks up here.
You won't get near the master. Dragon Riders, attack!
All hands to battle station.
I don't have a target.
Monsters away from the ship.
That dungeon's one where like the AoE matters more than your prio usually. And so you gave up all of Dark Ranger's like prio for that dungeon, but I think the AoE build might be okay in there. That'd be the only one though. I think all the other dungeons have too much prio. You had a weird comp, Fury Warrior, Arcane Mage, Unholy DK, and they kept getting mad that you pulled just like Squish. Is that funny? Don't need to pull more. Well, yeah, I mean that entire comp, I mean minus the warrior, they want you to pull like very big to get value of their classes. Squish's routes only really work with his exact comp. Like we have the MM that's capped, we have the Fury that's capped, we have the Outlaw that's capped. You pulled more and they missed kicks. And died. Yeah, I mean that's classic. The thing is if you copy Squish's routes, you need to also copy his comp, where the routes are pretty bad to be honest, I think. Like I don't think you can time an 18 with his routes. I think you'd rather do a whole W route.
Fear causes hesitation. It's coming apart. Tear up the plates, and we've got a shot at bringing them down.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that actually.
Don't worry about me. Stop the destroyer. Ain't you Falana, Darini?
Wait, did I just not? Was he not close enough? Oh, that's his butt. Wait, that's so funny. I didn't even realize. I was just like looking at the other stuff. That's good. What if I wanted to do the fight that way? What if I just wanted to like break down there instead of going to his head? I want to blow up his butt. I always get mentally weak. We're 2 mounts in. There's like 8 left for me.
Loktar is done. At last the destroyer has met his end. Now we begin to heal our world.
You have accomplished the impossible. Succeeded where all
Got the new charger mount today. Nice. I tried for like 10 minutes and then was like, I don't know. I went back to farming this stuff. What do I think is a spec that is the opposite of Hunter?
You may want to hurry.
Loktar, friend. You have done.
I don't know, maybe like mage?
I will charge you with arcane energy to blast your foes.
Let me think. I feel like it's something that's like maybe it's priest. There's like 2 healer specs. I don't know. I think Deathwing's milk would be red. Probably. He looks kind of. He looks red. You're thinking Shadow or Af? Random question? Yeah, that's all good. Alright, we need 1 mount. I think I didn't get either. That is kind of cool that there's 3 mounts in this one raid though. Alright, we missed them all. Remember what's next? ICC? What's that add-on for lockouts? It's this one. Yep, no problem. This is already in the stream title? Yeah, it's all good. Reset on a second account to farm mounts. Is that a good strat? Yeah, you have double the odds. People do that even before this event. They'll like farm in multiple characters. Get better odds. You don't have any characters on a retail second account? Maybe for the goblins? Does amount drop decrease? Do you farm multiple characters? No, it should increase because each person in the group has a chance. Is this mount buff real? Yeah. For sure. There's just too many people getting mounts for it to be like placebo, I think.
This is the beginning and the end, mortal.
You trade if he does nothing but people getting mounts? Yeah.
You have found your way here because you are among the few gifted with true vision in a world cursed. What in another part of the master's
His son always hit you. He had a bone to pick with you.
is inevitable.
Oh shit. There's a bunch of mobs. Lightning bolt castable while moving. Yeah. I forgot. This character is weird. All of my classes that I play have their racial bound to T. And this is my only character where that's not true. It's so weird. But I got used to it, and so I never want to change it. But it's 4 randomly. But I have like too much muscle memory that like I think if I changed it I would like mess up too much.
Fire up the engines. We got a meeting with destiny.
All 3 is your racial.
Hold on to your hats. What in the world is that? Grab me spyglass, crewman. Buy me own beard. Horde sailing in fast and hot. Evasive action! Man the guns! Coward don't say I didn't warn you, scoundrel. Onward, brothers and sisters! This is not yours. What's this then? You won't be taking this son of Iron Forge's not me, Battle. I don't know who you think you are, mister. But I got a score to settle with Arthas. And you're not getting in me way. Fire! All guns! Fire! Fire!
Okay, Canadian marksmanship hunter. Have any talent recommendations? Yeah, I'd recommend the top 2 for keys.
Greetings, sir and or ma'am.
They're both really good. There's just different scenarios for them, but yeah.
Not everything in the ocean is as good
Let's get a
looking
move on
or
then.
nice mannered as I am.
Soldier that you killed.
If you're curious about like how different they are between each other, it's this.
Lich King's armies grew. Even
lot of different talent builds. Yeah, basically there's two that I settled on. Sentinel is like more AoE, and Dark Ranger is more single target and prio. And you just those are the only two variants that I think are actually good. I think all the other variants are lacking something.
A lone orc against the might of the Alliance?
And then there's the last one that I only play in raid, but you try Sentinel? Yeah. There's reasons to run both of those two in basically every key. You can kind of go either way. I usually end up pushing as Sentinel though. It's my go-to.
That was Sour Fangs, boy.
I wonder if I'm missing any kind of speed.
The transporter worked.
Such a tragic end. What in the?
I can feel the
There
Lich
in the
King reaching
distance.
out, watching us.
Makes it slightly faster? I don't know.
Fall in. Looks like the Horde are coming to take another shot. Don't force me hand.
It's weird because you're used to playing BM and you're returning since Dragonflight, so you're gonna be odd to play something other than BM. That shit was so easy. Yeah, I think the thing is BM's also pretty valuable. I think it's like 5% worse than MM, but MM's like really good. So you can still do like all like 20s and probably most 21s is BM still. So if you're just doing whatever, still pretty good. I'm just one of these flesh reapers running along with them. Oh, I was a wolf in flesh ripper clothing. Or at least I'm a fox.
Vestergut, you were always my favorite. Next to Rotface. The good news is that you left behind so much gas. I can practically taste it.
Fun, so fun to one-hit bosses. Yeah, that guy was like a. I think Rough Face was like a 6-minute fight, and then Fester Gut was like a 5-minute enrage. I really liked Fester Gut. That was a good sludge fist patchwork fight.
The soldiers who survived told me much.
Bad news, everyone.
He deserves a hero's burial.
Gmod, Forge. What's my favorite spec on Hunter and why? Ignoring numbers and stuff. I normally like the pet classes just because I like pets in this game. I think they're very fun to play around. So survival and BM are my top two. And normally it's survival. Whenever survival's viable, like number wise, I always try to play it as much as possible.
Right away, Your Majesty.
Emily's favorite? Yeah, I just don't like MM's very, what's the word? No matter how many times I've seen it designed, there is a very clear-cut, correct order of buttons to press. And I think for survival and BM, it's a lot more nuanced. Like historically too. And so I don't really like the. It just feels too. Like I feel like if you replace me with a robot that hit my buttons perfect, it would play MM like in like the most optimal state. But I feel like it wouldn't quite be able to do that for the other two.
Naxanar was merely a strike queen.
Pet AI is not perfect either. Yeah, that's one of the things I like about the pet AI though. I don't know, maybe that's like a Stockholm syndrome thing. But I kind of like that it's clunky, but it's very predictable if you know how to like how it's gonna work. It is very clunky, but it's almost 100% predictable. And so you can game that, and there's like a lot of skill expression in that. And a lot of people don't realize how to pet micro. And that's like where like the only like I feel like that's the only skill expression really of BM. It's just like worrying about this other entity that like you have to figure out how to min max.
Even dying here.
Miserable creature.
A lot of people downplay how difficult pet management is.
No amount of healing can save me now. Fight on, brothers.
Please burn me.
Attack that target.
Let me live warm in the afterlife.
You learned how it behaves. It's still annoying sometimes. A lot of people say BM is the easiest spec. I don't know. I feel like there's a hot take. I think MM and Ret are both easier than BM.
Foolish.
I don't know.
You brought my reinforcements with you.
In my opinion, after playing all of them to like an okay level, I think I feel like BM is not the easiest. That's mainly an APM thing. It's an APM thing and like
Must join me in the eternal.
a pet thing.
My strength is returning.
I'll draw her attacks.
Maybe that's cooked though. I really enjoyed the look of DRMM. Is definitely your favorite spec.
Never could reach the top shelf.
Season 1 serve was really fun to play. I really liked both the hero talents in Season 1. It was very fun to play both. And then in Dragonflight, survival was really fun. I really liked the Season 3 and Season 2 survival of Dragonflight. Season 4 and Season 1 was kind of in the community voted, and I think they picked the wrong one. I don't think they should have picked the Mongoose Bite one, but that was, I urged everyone in my community to not vote for it, but it got outvoted. I think the other one was better for raid, but if you ever want to do keys, like you didn't want that one.
I must rest.
Must not approach the frost. Quickly, stop them.
I think part of that, why it's a common take, is that BM is range that never actually casts. Yeah, I would say that's definitely it. It's just like, I don't know. Every time I hear someone say that BM's super easy, their thing is just like, yeah, I mean, you can stand anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, that's not... I feel like you can stand anywhere on any spec for the most part. Like MM specifically, I feel like I can stand anywhere as long as I think like one cast ahead. You ready the community vote? Oh, it's old for... I'm talking about Dragonflight's vote. It was like in a forum. But it's like too old. It's probably kind of hard to find, but maybe you'd find it somewhere. But it was in it was for Dragonflight Season 4. You could vote for like whatever tier set you wanted to come back in the Fated season, and people picked a tier set that I heavily disagreed with, but the community ended up picking it. It was basically like your Mongoose Bite and Butchery did a lot more damage, but The other tier set was that your Fury of the Eagle gave you like this giant like damage window, and it was very good for like keys. But I guess it was mainly just like a key versus raid pick. I guess either way, someone was gonna be unhappy or something. You could go back and probably read the talent or the tier sets. Where would it be? Luckily, the MM community came in clutch and they voted for the right one that season. Wonder if this would work. Wait, that's a back. Maybe I should list this one. That is the PvP one, so maybe that just wouldn't work. What this? Nah, it doesn't show for this class. You agree that this year's MM is using the BM? Yeah. I think it's more optimal focusing on one raid on all your alts or farming all the mounts you did on one alt at a time. Just depends. I think they're both pretty optimal. It depends if you're ever waiting for a Hearthstone, you're doing something wrong. So if you're ever waiting for a Hearthstone, log out and go to someone else. But basically all my characters have this add-on that are telling them what to do. And so like I don't remember exactly what my DH did this week so far. But if I log on, it'll just tell me what is still needed on my DH. And I can just do those. But like I'm just playing my shaman for a bit. Maybe for season 4 of Dragonflight? Yeah. If you start with MM, you can do like 1 million less DPS than you can with BM. BM is pretty it's pretty good like mass AoE right now. The thing with MM is if you have a group that's pulling too big, then BM will be better in general. Like once you hit that like 8 to 9 target range, then you start falling off. A community vote? I'm just not gonna find it. We had this RP for a while. I think I found it here. So find Hunter. I can just type it in. Oh. Chrome is breaking. It was a table of contents anyway. So the one they voted for survival was this. The 2 set was Raptor Strike and Butchery. Did 12% more damage. And then the 4 set was you have a 20% chance to make your next one cost 10 less focus and deal more damage. Season 3 survival tier set Dragonflight. Wow. I think I find the one they voted against. That link didn't have the other one. And then here. Like broke. Wait, hold up. I have to kill Arthas. Alright. Is this it? It would be at the top, I'm pretty sure. Dang. Unfortunate. Okay. Let's go back to this. Hunter right here. So the 2 set was Fear of the Eagle increases you and your pet's crit strike by 15% and their crit damage for 12 seconds. Hitting Fury gave you this pretty decent damage window afterwards. And then also it threw a bomb at your target when you hit it. And then it caused your next bomb to not have a cooldown and increase the damage of bombs dealing to your main target by 40% for 12 target. 40% for 12 seconds. So you had like really good prio. Every time you hit Fear of the Eagle, you would just do a bunch of crit percent, crit damage, throw a free Braum, and then do more prio damage. And then everyone voted for that other set that you just saw, which was like, I don't know. I feel like that was really troll, but it basically killed survival for that season. When season 3 was pretty fun, pretty good.
I've seen things that would scare you shelless.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The thing is they prefaced it by saying that they would tune, right? And by that logic, then if you picked the one that scales into keys, then Blizzard would just tune it so that it's balanced, right? And so I don't know why you would pick the single target one if they're going to tune it anyway. Because what happened was people picked it for the single target. They tuned it so that it was balanced with everything else. And it wasn't even good in like, I mean, it was good in raid, but like, I feel like Faded wasn't about raiding in the first place. And if Blizzard told everyone that they were going to tune everything, then why would you not just pick the one that scales best into both content? Because like if they tune that one so it's good for single target and raid, then it's going to be insane in keys, right? That's my logic or my line of thinking. But like if you pick the one that's good in raid because you like raiding, then I don't know, it's just going to kill you in keys. Because in season 1 of Dragonflight, it was also pretty bad in keys. And they voted for that same tier set. In season 2, they baked that tier set into the class. So survival only had 2 potential votes that season. Whereas all the other classes had 3. But the MM tier set that got voted in was the best tier set MM's ever had. It was anytime you have trick shots and you hit rapid fire, you drop a volley. Which basically meant your true shot basically dropped a bunch of volleys every time you rapid fire. It was a bunch of damage. That was like my favorite iteration of MM that they've had since Legion, at least. Even better tier sets than the same shot. Is that the WAD one? Because I didn't play in WAD. If that's what you mean. But I'm talking about Legion to present would be the ones I'm thinking of. That was when I started. HFC, yeah, that's a tier I only heard about in Legends. Let's see, I think I'm gonna do Blackhand. Also, is PTR just not happening? I like the double dip from the current one. Just sucks that it's RNG. Yeah, I mean, it's very fun and satisfying. They kind of sort of bake that feeling into the next tier set or the class next patch, but it's not quite the same. What spec am I gonna play? It's up in the air. It depends on whatever's the best. Is PTR not up yet? I don't think so. Is someone else playing it yet? It's not? Okay. Dang. You want Legion MM back? You played since BC, skipped BFA. After they introduced trick shots, you still hate it? Yeah. Just enabling tactics for that. Having all those ports is a cheat code. It really is. It's pretty good. I think Fall Line just got electrocuted. So hunters, make sure you team Fall Line when you come in here at one point. Right now, all the hunter specs next patch look really good. And so it's just whatever Blizzard decides to tune better at this point. But I think any of them are potentials. We'll see. Got any mounts yet? We got 2 so far from the event. We got the ZG Zulian Panther, and then we got Onyxia, the Onyxia mount. Offer out us next season. Guesses are mid-August. That's when it launches. Yeah, it's 0 out of 26 mounts. Aw. Yes, Solar Spirehawk. Wait, is that actually increased odds right now? I don't have the black hand skip? No. Is it account wide? Because I don't have it on any of my characters, but I was just wondering. It is? Aw. Yeah, I don't think I have it on anyone. All raid skips are not count wide. Aw. Yeah, I don't have it. Meanwhile, I had the drop chance of 3.71 for Solar Spirehawk. If they really up the odds of Solar Spirehawk, I need to do that ASAP, because that one is like one that I really like and really want. Is the Scythe drop chance increase? It is, yeah. How much gear do you need to start doing keys? If your goal is KSM, it depends. Do you have another character that you could get gear from? Because Warbound gear is like really OP. Like I made a Boomkin like 4 weeks ago and it's actually Biss already. But it had like a it started already in like LFR gear. Aw.
This isn't a game. Get down there. Don't worry, I'm coming. This looks fun.
Yeah, the scythe, it's the Argus scythe. It's the one, if you look in my chat cover at the bottom left, it's that one. There's a red and a blue variation of it. I really like it. It's like a top tier survival mod for sure. It'd be good to start like 6:30ish. Yeah. Where does it drop? It drops from Argus and then Taurus, the Burning Throne. It's the last boss. Mythic drops the red one and the blue one, and then the other difficulties all have a chance to drop the blue one. So it depends which one you want, but you can do it a bunch of times on all your characters. To get all of them.
Yes, dispatch. We'll have some impurities.
The Tayshock last week after years. Oh, I need to go back in there at some point. Wonder if that'll be viable Legion Remix. True. I'm excited for Legion Remix. I thought Mop Remix was really fun. Hopefully the second time around it's really good. Wait, I got the Shaman Blackrock Foundry set before I got the Hunter one? What is this? I think that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna stream it a lot. I'm gonna like play it a lot when it comes out. Hopefully it comes out at a good time. But I want to like grind from day one and do a lot of fun stuff. My favorite part of Mop Remix was the first like week, like right before frog farming happened, and I kind of killed it. That first week was so fun to prog all the raids because it was basically like actual prog. Like even like normal and heroic were really hard. You missed 18 Cinder by 1 minute. Get time keys no matter how well you do. Yeah, I mean it's a team game. It's not like some games where it's like single player. Sometimes you just lose. Because it's a multiplayer. Rock farming made you not log in basically. Yeah, hopefully they do a really good job of like quality testing this one. So that like you can't.
Beast was irreplaceable. Where are the attackers now? I want them dead. Dead.
The thing is, it was actually a lot. It was a lot faster to grind just like heroic raids, and it was more fun. And then at some point, it got like you got one shotty, and it got too easy. Actually, advantage help me with the key. 2 mil for 19 Cinder. What if you're just renting 1 DPS at 500k? No. It's probably 500k. Oh, wait. It's probably 500k from for each attempt is probably what it would be. Like every pull of a 19 Cinder. Something like that. Are the patch notes? Yeah, I don't know. I have to go at 9, so we're gonna. If it doesn't come out soonish, then we're just chilling like this. I think the meta will change, but at least VDH and Mage will still be meta. Right now, Arcane Mage is looking extremely strong again. VDH is also looking really good. Thing is I could easily see the meta being different if like for example, Brewmaster's looking pretty strong right now. It depends like how the tuning happens today or like the next couple weeks. But like if you could see like a Fizz meta actually potentially start. You down for Consequence Remix Squad? Dude, that'd be so fun. Thanks for streaming. Oh, thanks Behemoth Dan. I appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, I think if it's a Fizz tank, like a warrior tank, or also, does anyone know where I pick up the skip? if it's like a warrior tank, a bear tank, or a monk tank, then you could potentially get something where like a Fizz comp evolves. If like Windwalker's good, or if DPS Warrior's good, Mistweaver's good, any of that kind of stuff, it could work out really well. Optimus Remix. Tactics, it was actually spell block the whole time. Spell block was holding Warrior back, and they never knew it. It will never be remastered. Hit us so many beta cycles that it seems strong. The thing is this season it's actually a really good tank. Like remaster is really strong. A lot of people just don't like play with it. But some of the highest keys in the world are done with Brew right now. It's very underrated.
Guards, intruders are meddling with the blast furnace.
Power is very strong right now on PTR. Yeah, it's looking good. I hope I don't know. I hope some Fizz comp becomes meta. That'd be sick. All of the hunters look really good. If I just leave this guy alive, doesn't he keep bombing me? Yeah. The Fizzy U team are crushing keys. Yeah, it's really strong. Oh. Jarlorg does so much damage. Yeah, it's a comp really well designed around that. Overall. Kind of bad paired with disc. True.
Machinery is damaged. Keep those scum from sabotaging the furnace.
One thing is, Brew also really likes playing with the warrior. Like getting that extra bit of damage is really good for them. The extra bit of main stat. Like it's kind of like playing with an AUG. With how strong it is. How's mount month? Pretty fun. I got 2 mounts that I've done a lot of attempts on so far, so that felt really good to like just have them after all that work.
We have it under control.
Dragonfly mounts boosted too? No, yeah, it's everything pre-Dragonfly, so Shadowlands works and everything before then. They're all at least 5% odds. The ones I looted so far are I got the Zulian Panther and I got the Onyxian Drake. Oh, in Dungeons and Raids, yes. Some caveats. Agent Remix to double the mounts? Not confirmed, but Mop remixed it, so probably. Oh, that's a cool monk set. You never met a good monk tank or healer in your 12 to 16 range? Blood Decays on the other hand are usually played by good players. My tank's currently a brewmaster. Like the one I alt. I think if you play with a Resto Druid or a Resto Shaman, it pairs off really well. Check out how many Alsons skipped the campaign. No, I don't think so. Can we do something complaining about the mount drop increase? Complaining about what? This is like one of the best events I think they've done in a long time. So many people are resubbing and playing the game again. I have friends that haven't subbed in like a year, just coming back and doing all the raids. And then they're also like hitting me up and being like, yo, can I come in for a weekly or something? Like, there's the value of them.
I will put you in your place.
But does that matter? The value of them?
Furnace will destroy you.
Like, I mean, I guess it depends. I think a lot of people just like riding a cool mount. More than anything. A decent amount of people don't care about like how valuable it is compared to someone else. Like, a good chunk of people just like want like, oh, I want this mount because it matches my Mog perfectly, or I want this Mog that drops really rare because it's something I've been looking for a while. You have the Transmog dropper as well. Yeah, that's nice. What's the add-on name? I'm using this one here, watch. You're casting the widest net possible. Basically what I'm doing. At this point I'm narrowing it down though. Like, I think the next thing my shaman has to do is Gmod spam. The amount you really wanted was Mythic for Ock mount. That's, I think, my favorite mount in the game, for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of skipping Legion stuff. If I end up getting everything else I want, I'll come back and do Legion stuff. But I feel like... Like, I'll probably get in Remix. So I don't really care for doing the Legion stuff. Do I disengage after Turtle and Feign for it? Or what?
Come back and barter sometime.
276 for you, Dread? And you have 270 plus for Invincible, Samoj? That's crazy. My my LR is in the 200s. And my Invincible is in like the high 100s, I think. I don't know. I have like over half of whatever's like up right now, and I don't feel any... I feel like it's a really good thing to have it up. Like, I don't care that most of it is like devaluing the stuff I have, because the value I have is mainly in the number. I don't really care too much about specific ones.
Champions, speak to the survivor. I want details
At this point. Let's him out first try. Damn, crats. Your Lars under 10. Crazy. I haven't done too many Gmod runs. So like in BFA I rated in this tier, so I got like a decent amount of attempts, but not too many.
Well-known forces aided us on the ground until Gallywix showed up.
What all the gold and glitter you want? Your inventions are still cut
I like to farm more mounts, but I'm bad at navigating quickly around, so I don't want to waste so much of time.
Let's go, Tinker Boy.
You face the pinnacle of gnomish technology. Let's see how you put that bored intellect
I feel like I should just swap Ellie.
down to the test. I know how fond you are of spears and battle
I've been liking playing Resto,
surely you recognize superior technology when you see it.
but this is gonna take forever now. What else do I play outside of WoW? Not much in the last like year, to be honest. I play a lot of shooters and a lot of rhythm games, but I kind of mainly just play WoW as my main hobby. Rhythm games? Yeah, like Osu, Dance of Fire and Ice, Geometry Dash, DDR, Guitar Hero,
But in the end, wasn't enough. Thank the tides he had
wait, my loot's in the sky.
trick up his sleeve to carry him to safety. What the? Okay, I want to know two things. First, how could you let that pipsqueak get away? And second, why don't I have an escape pod?
Enough! That's one Alliance hero down. But I want your blades soaked in Proudmoore blood.
My bars are ridiculous looking.
The 7th Legion
Lootering? It'll get mailed to me.
Hold this ground, 7th Legion. We
That's kind of annoying though.
ships away.
Hold your ground! Give no quarter!
Very clean.
The Horde troops were relentless, bloodthirsty. But our Koltiran forces weren't backing down.
I need this blockade broken and these docks secured.
You should have never challenged the might of Koltiris, Horde scum!
We're not here to taunt them. Focus on the ritual. We must ensure.
Oh yeah, I'm not a dwarf because I'm in this raid. I think it's because I leveled as Ellie. And I haven't played this since I leveled.
You have much to answer for! I'll chill you to the bone!
Tennis being run to 5. Yeah, this isn't normal. Kinda. Like, I don't even have P-Wave. Whatever this build is.
Claim me.
Wait, Storm Ellie's 4. Alright, we're sending. Dead. I'm gonna get this first try now. Akira.
That Princess returned, with blood in her eyes.
Hey, what you got? Princess Tilanchi. The Alliance be using their sea priest mojo against us.
No! Those butchers are getting away! The Alliance invaded our city and killed our king. The wounded need my aid, Captain. Take these horde champions.
Yeah, you, Seabass, and Zevia coordinated your G muscle super well. You had 15 plus people with good Mythic Nihilithic gear, and you had one of us playing something geared while the other two brought some rats. That's kind of sick. I know I saw Zevia always in there, Dread. Like, he would invite me sometimes, and I went to like maybe 5 of them. That was a crazy time. I gotta fix my elementals bars for when I'm an elemental main at some point. I don't like X being cat totem.
Consider this your only warning.
Here's how many Dragon's Ball runs you've made. You get the mouse and it says over 350. Missing 2. And the Boomy push go. We haven't really done too many Boomy keys. We just did like some 18s and 17s. And then the group's like struggling to meet time wise.
If you know so much about me, Captain, then you would have been wise to run while you still had the chance.
Trying to figure it out.
For your crimes. All hands, attack! The tide rises.
Nice. Killed her before she left. I need to blast more? Maybe, yeah.
Lady Proudmoore was the bravest hero I've ever seen.
Alright, Gmod. I don't think it's here.
We will see that the Lord Admiral's
Damn.
wounds are healed. Champions, thank you for all you've done this day. We cannot reward you enough for your service. No doubt the Horde will seek reprisal for their losses. We must make ready for what is to come.
If it's not the first thing in the loot, I feel like it's never there.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumbles, like you.
My alts are getting gold. This is good. Alright, let's do normal.
Excellent work. Our feint in Nazmir drew the bulk of the Horde's forces away from the city.
Secure the harbor and prepare to move forward, Spymaster. Remember, our objective is to destabilize the Zandalari and take out Horde targets. King Rin wants to avoid civilian.
That's a terrible bind for Earth Totem. What the?
Unleash the beast!
You trespass upon sacred ground, outsiders. You will not defile Zuldazar with your filth.
Tempest is 2. What are my binds? What is this?
Protest all you want, but you appear to be outnumbered. All forces advance.
I haven't played Ellie since I was a Kyrian. I was a Kyrian Ellie shaman in season 1 of Shadowlands. This guy's been jailed to Resto since the Kyrian Ellie. I think I was Kyrian. And then I was Necrolord. I think I was Kyrian in season 1. I don't remember. I didn't get to play Ellie. I remember having Vesper Totem. They're all Necro and Ife. Maybe it's for like a specific dungeon. I'm trying to remember why it's sticking out to me. I remember playing it in Halls of Atonement for the Curse Dispel for the people I played with.
I'll hold the Zandalari back. Heroes, you deal with this pair of horde thugs.
Well, well. The Alliance's greatest heroes, stumbling their
Halls is back next season. Yeah, this week I think that's next week's Mythic Plus PTR testing. I'm really excited for that.
You face the dragon! The element will no quarter!
Go with the yoink the gargoyle still. I feel like we wouldn't. If I had to guess, we don't have gargoyles, and you just have to either kill them or avoid them. But I haven't looked. I feel like if you go in M0 right now, you probably see whatever they're cooking. Fourth boss is curse for melee. Yeah, all the statues have a big circle on them, and that's after like they all come to the center. It's gonna be weird. Oh, I can just frost shock spam. That's probably good for this. Looking forward to see Halls above a 3 next year. Whoever Halls. I think Halls is a good key. You're just voting for the skin of the dungeon. Like usually they change the dungeon quite a bit.
Our incursion point is up ahead. Clear a path to the waterfall.
Aw. What do you vote for Halls? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really hope they bring Sanguine Depths back at some point. I feel like Halls was more publicly, like, enjoyed. But I thought Sanguine was a better key. There's just a lot of fun things you get to do. You guys look, it's Gmod in the distance. When showed you tech? LOS the slimes in workshop in the middle of the room. Hmm. The debuff? Oh, I see. With like the box? Yeah, a lot of people have been doing that lately. I think it's good. It lets you speed up the like chain onto the dogs.
Keep going. I'll catch up.
I think it's good. Do I have Adderall's champion title? Yeah. That's the top usually. Dang. One of the most impressive titles. Yeah, I mean, it was like you had to get like cutting edge, like 2400 PvP. It was like basically be pretty good at every form of content. Yeah, that was a sick title. I wish they did more stuff like that. I like when all aspects of the game are like incorporated. But I guess that's also a hot take. I'm full of hot takes today. I like when PvP has to PvE and PvEers have to PvP. I think it's fun. Or raiders have to key and keyers have to raid. I like all those meshes, but I think everyone hates that. March to release some RBGs. Wait, you guys missed? That is exactly what happened in Shadowlands Season 1 when everyone was RBGing. That was the funniest thing. There was guild RBGs and Marsh was shot calling the entire RBG. It was so funny. It was a time to be alive. If you ping like Kasuri or like Raffle in the Discord, they could tell you about it. They were hard stuck 2100 for like forever. They never actually got 2400. They ended up giving up at 2100, but they tried really hard to get 2.4. They had so many hours. They got to the point where like some people stopped showing up like one at a time. Like that was peak. There's so many good like I don't know. Like memories, I don't know. Deathless hard mode, 100k honor from BGs, a 90-day grind in Agitar, also the Paragon box from Mechagon, 3.4 in PvP. See, yeah. That's on season 3 nerfs. Are they already out? Oh, this is the old stuff. I think they're all really good. I thought casters and tank damage in Dawnbreaker was bad, and they fixed those. Priory makes you go right now. It's interesting. I like switching it up, getting the same key back to back, but instead of going left, now you're going right. It was kind of cool. We cooked with some right stuff this patch, but ultimately we decided it wasn't worth it. But with all the changes, you're basically like, it's better to go right now. Especially nerfing the knight. Nerfing the knight actually enables the right side more than anything. Because there's like one knight pat that's like really like intrusive on the right side. And knights were so bad in this season. So like I think that's really good. So what else is there? I have this on my other monitor, but I'll pull it up so you guys can see it. I don't actually know where Bubbles is being moved. There's a lot of places where it could be good. Being back to back with Swamp Face though makes it so like it's too hard. I don't know. You use all your defensives on Swamp Face, you're barely alive, your healer zoom, and then you just fight Bubbles. It's just like another Swamp Face. I don't know. That's just weird. Loader bot, just good quality of life. That just like kills melee all the time, especially when I'm pugging. I just see melee randomly die and I'm like, oh, it's to this. This is a good nerf. This boss just like kills all tanks. Except like DH. But they still kind of struggle. But all the other tanks like just die to Big Mama. Ever play with like a off meta tank? They hate this boss. And first boss priority, which is also getting nerfed, which is really good. Dawnbreaker, good overall. Pretty happy with all this. Arakara is really nice. This is going to be really nice. This is cool. I like reducing dispel counts. This also makes Hunter like very good at self-sustain. You never get the dot. Because I was already negating like almost every dot in season 1. And now with not everyone getting them, basically every time you get it, you should be able to have an answer for it. Like every single time. I think every like 6th or 7th one or something like I couldn't do. And so now if I just don't get it one time every like 2 minutes, I'm fine. That's really good for hunters. And then this is really nice because it was awkward that when you kicked one, it would just instantly cast the other. And then this is also OP. This was so funny. People would just get one shot all the time. Melee heavy comps easier? Yes, but we did already. We had a cook that was pretty nice. Do I have raid markers in this? No. If I do this, I get markers. No, I don't. Oh no, yeah, I do. I just don't have one bound. The way we did it was I would go. Guys in my way. We did like a triangle in melee. And then also the lines always made an X throughout the room. And so I would jump out this way and Ort would jump out this way. And the 3 melee, which was the warrior, the rogue, and our tank, they would be in melee. And then I would jump over here, dispel myself because hunters could dispel themselves every time. And then Ort had a dispel. He would dispel himself every time. And then Squish would dispel someone. And these two guys would be on either side of each other. And I forget this is Nox over Walks, but he would always get dispelled by Squish. And so he would shoot his off a little to the side. I would shoot mine off way over there, and then they would just dealt with each other. And so if there's only 3 of them at a time, then like, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier. That's a coordinated group for sure though. Like if you were pugging with 5 melee, that's awkward. But we had 5 melee last patch, and that was what we did. Extraction might have been one of the spiciest tank busters in all of recent Mythic Plus, but it might have not been the top 3 spiciest tank busters in that season alone. Yeah, all of I don't know. All of season 1 was just like tank hell. It felt like Grimbatul Flame Rencast being the worst. We would always have like our warrior like taunt reflect one. And then I would pet taunt one whenever he couldn't spell reflect. Because if he got the first one, he had to like Stormbolt delay the second and then taunt reflect it. And then if we got a third, I would pet taunt it. But like our tank could only ever get one. We also played no AUG last season. So like we had to. Our comp only really worked because we had taunt reflect and pet taunt. I feel like. Because not having the AUG was very, very tough to like heal and tank all the stuff. Hi, Mr. Cow's friend. What's the name of that add-on? It's this. Okay. Master Collector.
I will honor my father's legacy.
Yep, no problem. Future where? Yeah, I don't know. That took you a minute to find? Oh, is it like hard to find?
I'll tell you what I know. I'll do my best to tell you what happened.
Yeah, no problem. Also, hi, Mr. Cow's friend. Hope you're doing well.
The Horde hope to pin us between their pursuing
Straight down the list? Oh, I see.
But they didn't count on the High Tinker. He gave us help from the skies, while gnome forces aided us on the ground. Until Gallywix showed up.
Oh, that was so much easier. I'm learning how to play LE through these mountain runs.
The High Tinker fought bravely.
But no mount.
It wasn't enough. Thank the tides he had one last trick up his sleeve to carry him to safety.
First, how could you let that pipsqueak get away? And second, why don't I?
Yeah, I'm making bank. I just made 2,000 gold. Easy peasy.
Alliance hero down. But I want your blades soaked in Proudmoore blood. Move!
Alright, try this. How you get out of places fast. First you do what I just did. That's the old way. Now you queue for this. Then you leave. You spawn at the start of the dungeon. You can kill LFR too. Yeah, we started with LFR and then that was just normal. Now we're working our way up. Good job so far. We have the Zulian Panther and we have a Nixian Drake. Which that guy has. That's sick. Alright. That's smart. Yeah, it's quick. It's good. Now we're back at the start. Gmod, take whatever this is. And these only take 5 of the event. Gmod's probably an easy one to get because you can do 4 per character. Well, not easy, but like you can get it week 1. If 5 more mounts from this to go. If you're on a fresh character, I could tell you exactly how many I have. I think I have like 8 or 9 left.
You trespass upon sacred ground, outsiders. You will not defile Zuldazar with your filth.
Oh, I'm completely skipping Legion though. But maybe I could also do Legion down the line. You went 0 for 6 for Mythic Gul'dan. Another mount. Is the 4 ooze pull 2 and workshop too many? 4 at once? It depends if you're lining or not. Look what we do. Usually we do, well, this isn't right. Usually we do 3 and then we pull 2 forward.
Defend our sacred city. Halt the enemy advance. Zandala forever.
You have experiment tactics? Tactics, I didn't know you were a big mount guy. Or are you just doing it because like the odds are insane? Oh shit. Someone in my guild just got this. You got it? I think it's Powerhouse. His name's the Birdhouse. I think it's Powerhouse.
I'll hold the Zandalari back.
You're a big collector casual man from Optal Shadowlands? I see.
The Alliance's greatest
Your group's inline sarcasm? Oh, I see. Unfortunate.
heart of the Troll Empire. I fear we can let them proceed no further.
On my homeworld, I leveled countless lightbound foes. I have been eager to do the same to these rivals.
Up in Shadowlands, lost the drive. That was when he started main raiding.
You face the dragon of Dran. The elements will
The Phoenix, very might of the cosmos, will crush you.
Oh, Tactics was like 1 week he was just out there like, I'm gonna do Molten Core, I gotta get these mogs, I'm gonna get the Nixian mount, and then the next week he was just like making Mythic ready raid guides. Like that's crazy.
weapon against us.
Here is now a Sherwin schedule.
Noble fellow who deserved better. Heroes, do what you have to. Please be merciful.
Like so many Mogs.
Ah, we need these beasts knocked out of the air. Where is Mechatork with that new toy of his? Did someone call for an airstrike?
Our incursion point is up ahead. Clear a path to the waterfall. You have the coordinates, High Tinker. Fire when ready.
Are PTR changes out? I don't think so. Which kind of sucks because the stream was supposed to be like, I don't know, I thought it'd be up any second now, but I guess this will be a tomorrow angle. Yeah, I mean I have 30 minutes at this point, so I couldn't do a key. I might be able to like read the notes and react, but unfortunately. You're busy getting fired? Is that actually what's happening?
Could you destroy something so glorious? It's true what Sylvanas says. You Alliance goons ain't got no souls.
Oh.
We're entering the heart.
Wait, Rumble got shut down.
Expect fierce resistance from the Zandalari.
Wait, I like just got Rumble.
Wise to set some traps to cover our flank. Keep going. I'll catch up.
Something about Rumble's art style was a little off, I think.
More play for the pack.
You know, Rumble was put together well. I was a big Clash Royale enjoyer when I was in high school. So I thought Rumble was really cool, but then I don't know. I guess I don't play Clash Royale either, so maybe my love for those kind of games just kind of fell apart. Microsoft lit up 9,000 people. Almost entire Rumble team, a Wild social media team, and a lot of Overwatch people. That's crazy. What app is tracking my mounts? It's this. It's called Master Collector. It's a command from the title. What do you call a dinosaur that doesn't use toilet paper? It's good.
The throne room lies ahead.
We have struck a decisive blow.
Have I tried all the things? Would I say this is better? The thing about all the things is it's a little I feel like it slows down my game whenever I play it. That might be like my computer's not good enough or what, but this one's very like lightweight for what it is, I feel.
Rostakon of Zandalar. On behalf of the Alliance, and in the name of King Anduin Rin, I hereby request your surrender.
You, an exile without a homeland, you dare invade these sacred halls and demand that I turn
192 gigabytes of RAM, too much for WoW. Yeah, I feel like I never really go above 16. I have a 32, but I feel like I never go past 16 for like playing WoW and streaming. And when I'm streaming, I have Discord open, I have WoW open, I have Chrome open, and I have Spotify open. And I'm still sub 16.
But if you are so eager to meet Bonsamdi, then step forward. The lower of death awaits. Zandala forever!
So be it. Heroes, you know what must be done.
You do not face me alone, embedders! You stand before the finest defenders of Zundara! My loyal subjects, Bonsamdi! The Alliance invaders have struck down our peoples! No! The darkness! It is too much to control!
Rostakon chose his fate when he sided with the Horde.
He has so much loot. Every time I get like 12 items, I'm like surprised.
Everyone, head to the ships.
I can't wait to get Gmod so that I don't have to. I can cross this dungeon off, or this whole raid off. Yeah, like this one and Ice Crown. I feel like those take out a lot of time. And then it's probably Dragon Soul. I don't mind running Tempest Keep. No shot you're doing ICC, Invincible's not worth. Tactics, you should do it on your Vengeance. There's a good DH skip. You get to skip all of, like when you kill Blood Queen Lanethel, you can just jump through this mirror and you kill Sindragosa.
We stand strong together.
A glide attack? Yeah. It's good.
I will honor my father's legacy.
You can still do it on Evoker and DH probably. I haven't done Evoker before, but as soon as someone in my chat said they could probably also do it on Evoker, I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like you just glide and hover. Oh, actually, I guess all Drakthers. Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting that everyone can just be a Drakthir.
I admire your courage. I'll do my best to tell you what happened. It started when they saw their king fall. The Horde hoped to pin us between their pursuing champions and the forces holding the docks. But they didn't count on the High Tinker. He gave us help from the skies, while gnome forces aided us on the ground. Until Gallyway showed up.
Yeah, I've gotten a single one. Dang, I didn't get one.
The High Tinker fought bravely, but in the end, it wasn't.
All right, we follow our way out. That was heroic.
Trick up his sleeve to carry him to safety.
So now I just need to do Mythic. You already had Ashes, not sure what to farm next. So many options. I would say I like, if you haven't gotten a Nixon Drake, that's a quick one. It's just like a one boss, you run in, you get it. You don't get it maybe, but it's like, that's a good one to just farm. If you wanted a number. If you wanted like a look cool one, I don't know, Invincible's a classic. Some of the Firelands ones are pretty classic. Anything from Shadowlands is pretty classic.
Our feint in Nazmir drew the bulk of the Horde's forces away from the city.
Secure the harbor and prepare to move forward, Spymaster.
Shekel Urzul.
Our objective is to destabilize
Yeah, I need that
the
one.
Lari and take out Horde targets. King Rin wants to avoid civilian casualties.
Time to deploy our simian friend. The Horde won't know what's hit them. Unleash the beast!
You can buy either Firelands mount. That's good efficiency. Are the Shadowland dungeons easily soloable? Yeah, for sure. Shadowlands raids are also pretty easily soloable. Well, I would say easy as long as you're current geared. You'll be fine in Shadowlands. Like, pretty good. If worth doing a normal, the drop chance is way lower than heroic. I have no idea for that one. Maybe there's a professional hiding in chat.
All forces advance. Establish a perimeter. I don't want any surprises.
We have little time before the Horde return to the city. Keep moving.
One difficulty per character per week.
Vanguard, with me. Press forward.
For my sanity, I'm doing as many as I possibly can, because if I end the event not getting one of the mounts that are here, and I know I'm going to want it eventually, I'm going to potentially be saving myself like years of pain for like a month of suffering. They'll bring back the event, no doubt. Yeah, I feel like once you do an event like this, I feel like it's likely to come back. The one thing is, I could see them also changing it. Like this one's the dungeon and raid one. What if the next one was like, I don't know, like world drops? So it'd be like Soundless, Frostfeather, Drakmar. I don't know. I guess you can do something like that. Or like an old rep one. Like maybe next year on this time they do it like all reps are like 3 times gained or something. I don't know. Like pre-Dragonflight or whatever. I could see something like similar but not the same also coming back like one of those. But I can also see it copy paste come back. You have the Shadowlands boss with the floating disc mount. Is that boss soloable now? I remember there being some part of the encounter that you couldn't do alone. Saleya? You gonna hold Mercury research for that event? Hard mode has a bash? Oh, maybe you can't solo the full hard mode. Are hard modes also Wait, hard modes are guaranteed, I'm pretty sure. I think. The disc itself should be soloable. Like the non-hard mode part. I'm pretty sure one's from the disc and one's from... Like one's from hard mode and one's from just killing the boss. You may also get the Tazra next season. That's true.
We need these beasts knocked out of the air. Where is Mechatork with that new toy of his?
Did someone call for an airstrike?
Our incursion point is up ahead. Clear a path to the waterfall.
Why earthquake? I can never get enough AP to or Maelstrom to send this.
Stand back, heroes! I'll get you inside the pyramid!
Entering the heart of Dazara lore. Expect fierce resistance from the
I just worked doing normal, just got the rag mount. Oh shit, hell yeah.
some traps to cover our flank. Keep going. I'll catch up.
Well, there you go. Now I can spread the info. Oh, P-Wave doesn't apply Flame Shock anymore. Interesting. I found a tweet for the Warcraft Rumble stuff. A lack of sustainability is the reason, with Rumble team members being reassigned to other Blizzard projects, while others were unfortunately let go entirely. Warcraft Rumble now joins Heroes of Storm and to some extent Season Discovery as titles that are now in maintenance mode. Oh, poor Sod. Also in maintenance mode.
The throne room lies ahead.
Dear Warcraft community, we have an important update on the future Warcraft Rumble. As much liberation be right an extremely hard decision. Moving forward, we'll continue supporting Rumble with updates focused on regular systematic in-game events and bug fixes, but no new content. Warcraft Rumble began development 9 years ago as a love letter to Azeroth and launched back in 2023, reflecting input from enthusiastic players around the globe. And the effort of a passionate team, some of whom continue to support Rumble and some other games. And we've had to sadly part ways with this. Since launch, Rumble has struggled to find its footing relative to our ambition for its long-term success. And for some time now, the team has been listening to player feedback, refocusing in certain areas and exploring different options. Some of that work showed signs of progress, but ultimately it wasn't enough to put the game on a path to sustainability. During this transition, we were focused on supporting our teammates. We're deeply grateful for everyone at Blizzard and the community for helping bring Warcraft Rumble to life and embracing the joy that makes this game so special. Enthusiasm and feedback means the world to us. Twitter's so mean. All the comments are negative.
King Rostakon of Zandalar, on behalf of the Alliance and in the name of King Anduin Rin, I hereby request your surrender.
You, an exile without a homeland. You dare invade these sacred halls and
But my luck getting Midnight Reigns and Old Karazhan and then getting Midnight from Legion straight after. Luck? Hell yeah. You're in an LFR queue for current raid and you go into the old raid to farm. What happens after I enter and leave the LFR raid? Do you get kicked out? Canceling SOD? They're basically maintenance moding SOD, Warcraft Rumble, and Here's the Storm, which is already maintenance moded. They're gonna keep SOD going, it's just no new content. You're in LFR content? I'm trying to think of you either spawn at the start of that raid mentally weak. Like not where you left off. Like if I took it right now, I'd probably spawn in Borealis right outside the portal, if I had to guess. But sometimes that stuff's iffy. Sometimes it's not always the same, I think. Yep, no problem. Hopefully that helps. Is your turn to the portal? Did you guys call it for the season? No, we're just on vacation, but like sort of. Like Noxiv's out of town for 2 weeks. Wart was gone for the last 2 weeks, and I think our plan is to play again like soon. I think whenever Noxiv gets back, we're gonna do main team keys again. Couple sessions. Yo, Vank, thanks for the sub.
Rostakon chose his fate when he sided with the Horde.
But I would say at the very least we're on break for like 2 weeks. We might cook up like a non-main team where like maybe we sub Noxiv for someone, or I think Ort's gone for some time, so maybe we sub a healer and Noxiv for a bit. But we're all here, just hard to coordinate. Everyone plans in my group like vacations like the last couple months of the patch, and we like to play early. And then once we feel like secure in like what we wanted to accomplish that season, then we kind of like chill, and then maybe we do a last second push. Just kind of what we're gonna want to do, I think. You didn't realize how many alts you had until this event? I don't know how many I have past. I have one of every character. Or one of every class. but like I might have to dig deep into the trenches. I might have like a bunch of random characters. I know I have like 3 mirror hunters that are like level 70 still that I could pull out for some of the lower raids.
I'll tell you what I know. I'll do my best to tell you what happened. It started when they saw their king fall. The Horde hoped
Level 70 will do fine until Shadowlands.
champions and the forces holding the docks.
Yeah, I think so too, probably.
He gave us help from the skies, while gnome forces aided us on the ground. Until Gallywix showed up.
Ema drops in all difficulties? It does, yeah. Speaking of, this is the run. If I don't get it this run, well, regardless, I'm ending my stream after this attempt. So this is our last run for the day. Okay, I'll too fast then. Hold damage. Alright, we're holding damage. I'll hold damage for the clip of when I loot it. 20 characters, no invincible drop this week. You have 20 left for legendary bows from Sunwell. Ever since an expansion? I didn't play WAD, MOP, or most of Legion. I only played like pre-patch of BFA. So like I would say I missed Legion 2. And like most of Kata, basically I played up until Kata launched. I played like the launch of Kata. And then wait until like BFA was announced and then I resubbed. So all right, here we go. I'm gonna lust for good luck. We didn't get it. Unfortunate. No Legion M plus? Yeah. I did Legion M plus in just the pre-patch, so it wasn't like the full experience, but I got to see all the dungeons at like a level where like I don't know, it felt decently hard. I was doing like 20 like 5s maybe. Oh, it was looted to you when the item from the boss died. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, I think I remember hearing that. It's like personal looted. Unfortunate. Yeah, BFAM Plus was peak. That was my favorite time to play this game, for sure. Have some mail. You know, go well with this event. Temporary port room to all the old raids and dungeons. That actually go kind of hard. You know, like the room they have over here for keys. That sounds kind of nifty. You just hit 10 mounts. You got the goblin mount after 6 hours of farming. Holy. That's crazy. Once I'm done with this event, I should have like 9, 10 or something. But I have a long ways to go. I'm at 896. We got 2 today. Today we got the Zulian Panther, and then we got the Onyxian Drake. 2 that I've been farming for a very long time. So nice to finally get those. And then all I have left on this character is Legion stuff, but I'm waiting for Legion Remix for those. Oh, also speaking of, there's a trading post that I haven't gone to yet. I feel like there's content that I'd enjoy here. Probably mounts. Alright. Just gonna add that mount to my cart and that mount. Only 900, not bad. You're hesitant to farm Antaurus with no skip? I'd do some Antaurus skips with you tactics, to be honest. Alright, we spent most of our stuff. Dude, I wish I had the entire Banshee set. I don't care about the cauldron though. These quivers are nice.
I'll be seeing you again. Anything you want, I have. Goodbye now.
Milk all your friends?
Welcome to the trading
Tactics? Yeah, these quivers are nice. I feel like. So wait, how much more or what are these called? Trading tenders do I have? I can maybe get 1 quiver.
Tis a good day for a bit of buying.
Weirdly enough, I like this one the most, but like the basic looking one. This thing also looks really cool. This set, like this looks like a horseman. I guess that's the thing they're going for. I'm tendy poor. Yeah, I wish there was a way to get more tenders. I basically spend them on mounts every single month.
Now don't you be gone too long.
Yo, Zorthus, thanks for the raid. Remove your TR from title. Is it gone? Did they cancel it? What happened? Don't tell Zorthus I'm leaving in 2 minutes. I was actually winding down the stream, but I appreciate the raid a lot. I'll probably forward the stream in a minute or two. Or the host, I mean. But I appreciate it, Zorthus. Thank you, thank you.
Hail to ye, adventurer.
We're looking at the trading post. Deciding what I want to do. I might buy... I don't think I'd ever use any of these bows, but I think I might use the quivers for some mogs.
Luck be with you.
Could be interesting. Those are just waiting for Zorthus to go to bed to put servers up. Oh. Yeah. I have plans in like a few minutes, and so I'm gonna end my stream here. All right. Well, speaking of, let's see. All right, let's find a shaman or a hunter to host. Maybe. Let me see who else is live. Bubbles is the new mob by Big Mama. Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah, they said that they changed that blood warper to something else. I think I'm gonna rate hopeful. He's doing some live pushing. We're gonna host hopeful here. Any good mounts so far? I got the Zulian Panther today, and I also got the Onyxian Drake. So I was super hyped that I finally got those two. That was sick. Anyway, thanks again, Torthus, and all the raiders that just came. But I was also ending, so it's unlucky timing. I'm gonna send you guys over to hopeful. Hey guys, have a great night.